You know, this is about the third time I've tried to do this video. It's very difficult to do. This channel has been under attack since day one. I'm the only channel I think that sees viewership numbers go down. YouTube allows copyright strikes against the music that I use. I'm using Sound Ideas. They have a whole bunch of music and sound effects, and it's a royalty-free. Buy a license to use it, and you can use it any way you want with a couple of realistic exceptions. They're good people. I enjoy working with them. Have for years. And YouTube is allowing copyright strikes against the music. I even had a copyright strike against the national anthem, military recording, by a military band, downloaded from a military site. So I've gone through and with my computers recreated the national anthem. And all it's there is to remind all of us to be loyal to our country. That doesn't mean we agree, but we are loyal to our country. Wherever you live, it's to remind you that. But someone's claimed copyright. So I recreated the whole thing electronically. In the last few beats I put what sounds like cannon fire in as if it was a live performance. Sometimes they do that with music. So this is what I'm asking you to do, if you would please. Leave a comment. Say hello if you want to. That's enough. Or if you have a real comment, I'll answer it. Do a thumbs up. And share with others. If you think I have something of value for someone else on a particular video, pass it on to them. So I could use a little bit of help on your side. Don't get nasty with YouTube. Just help by proving that you're watching the video. That it's kind of hard for YouTube to say, I don't have viewership. Prime example. Just a bit ago, I did a walkthrough of a new Harbor Freight store. Within 24 hours, I had 1,500 views. For some reason, they didn't shadow ban that one. But if you go back and look at some of the other ones that I've done, you know, they're not all A material. But there's a lot of good stuff in there. And you can see what kind of viewership that I get. Because I'm shadowed banned. And I sit there with my computer and watch the numbers go down. I don't think that's fair. So what I'm doing is I'm asking you to help. Just leave a comment, thumbs up, and share the video with someone else if you think there's value. Now, if you don't think there's value, don't do it. But at least say hello. Or if you have a real comment, I'll answer it. Well, let's get on to the video now, okay? I've got a few things that you wouldn't go to Harbor Freight to pick up specifically, but if you're already there, these might be some good things to get along the way. This deserves a good talk about. Hello anyone, I'm Scott Bain. They call me the old farmer. Let me crank me down a little bit so you can see that I'm here. Yep, right there. Old man hunkering down. Now, a while ago, I did a video walking through a Harbor Freight store. And they have added so many new product lines that it's unbelievable. But let's take a look at just a few that I've had for quite a while. And I thought I'd pass it on to you. Now, These are grinding wheels, aluminum oxide, and this is a fresh pack that I've picked up. They're about the same as what you would get if you got, let's say, a DeWalt or whatever for aluminum oxide. They do a very good job. And when they're on sale in a 10-pack, that's even better yet. It's for the 4.5-inch angle grinder. These blue towels are Scott work towels. And Harbor Freight's now carrying them in the store, so you can pick up a couple dual packs for the shop. These are great towels. This is a set of O-rings. And when I mean a set of O-rings, I mean it's a set of O-rings. There's quite a few of each kind. So let's say you used one up, you just save one, go down to the hardware store and pick up a whole bunch of the ones that you've used up. But are the Harbor Freight O-rings any good? I use them all the time. I find no problems, no difference in quality between these and what you would get at the hardware store. Now, an interesting little trick. If you have a candle that sits wobbly in the candle holder, see if you can find an O-ring that will fit on. That might be just enough to snug that candle in the candle holder. Something to keep in mind. I'm glad that they are now carrying this stuff. I use silicone spray on everything. Now, I know a lot of people say don't put silicone spray on your table saw. It's going to get on your wood. But if you let it dry, and that's the big trick, let it dry, you'll have no problems with silicone getting onto the wood. And it'll make it a lot smoother for sliding wood across the old saw blade. And I use it on wrenches, in fact, I use it for cleaning too. If I want to clean the table saw top off, I'll spray a little bit of this and use some of the paper towels and clean up the table saw top. Some good stuff. Now these are cheap, unbranded, what we would call channel locks adjustable wrench. You know what I'm talking about. They don't even have a brand on them. I don't even know if they've got a lifetime warranty. They're not bad. In fact, we got a pair of these in the kitchen. Really makes a difference. But I use this pair out in the shop and I have no problems with them whatsoever. This is a magnetic bullet level. Let's see if I can get this to lock onto here. But I find it not strong enough. It should be able to hold on to, let's see if it'll do this. Oh, yeah, that's magnetic. But see, it's not strong enough. It needs to be a stronger magnet. But as a level, it's not bad. It just needs that stronger magnet. Since I was playing around with these are welding clamps that you would take and bend some tin. For example, if you want to grab a hold of it, pretend this is what we're doing, you bend it down like that, okay? I've used it for beyond welding. In fact, I've got to get my uncle's welder out and do some welding. I keep saying that I would. But I picked these up and find that they are handy to use when you want to do a little bit of bending or you need to adjust something. These aren't too bad. And they're not bad for squeezing the toothpaste out of the tube also. And they lock in place so that they don't open up. Here we go. All locked up. Quite often, Harbor Freight is going to give away these free screwdrivers. The tip isn't in it, it's in the drawer. I realize I didn't get it. I've had trouble with this. It's not quite as good as what I wish it would be. In a pinch, it works. It's overpriced for what it is. So this is a good thing to walk on by. These are Hercules bits. Phillips, Torts, Robertson. There's an extension down there. Again, it's something that you wouldn't go specifically to Harbor Freight to buy, but if you're there, they're good to pick up. Same thing with these brad setters. They call them for pins, but it does not have the oval inside it. But most times that's damaged on the ones that I have, so I wasn't worried about it. But this is a flat tip nail punch set for brads and for pins. You know how sometimes you have to work on something and they put security screws in that you don't have anything that works on? Now this is a cheap set. Understand it is a cheap set. But I got it and it's done me well. And I haven't rounded over any of the bits yet. But if you saw the video where I replaced the fan in the TiVo unit for the TV set, I used this set, and I think I'm missing a couple of them, but I find these to be very handy to use. And when you run out of enough of these because you've rounded them over, you go and get another set. They're quite inexpensive. So there are a lot of things. Oh, almost forgot. Be right back. That's a 2000 lumen 5600 Kelvin color temperature light. You can plug it in, or you can use a battery. Now you do have to unplug the cord to plug the battery in. Now I don't know what shape this battery's in. It's been sitting on the deck there, so let's see if it'll work. There's two settings on it. Now, I most of the time have used it with photography. I just set my camera to daylight, and then I can use, I got two of these, then I got the big workshop lights, I got a fluorescent that's a daylight. I'm replacing all the lights in the work area with daylight lights. So this is something that's actually worth going to Harbor Freight to pick up when they're on sale. There's plenty of light to see by, and if not, you use two lights. But I would plug them in if I could, because I think you need the 8-hour batteries for it to last a whole day. The smaller ones will only last a few hours. But since I use electrical cord, I don't have any problems of wearing my batteries down. But it works both ways. It's a good light. I like them as much as I do the Braun 10,000 lumen work lights that are on a stand. I'll bring up a picture to show you what I'm talking about. But these are portable. Well, so are the other ones, but these are actually portable that you can pull around, and I can hook them to the side of my camera because I've got a camera frame, and so I can light up whatever I want with these. Does a great job. So the next time you go to Harbor Freight, look in the areas where you don't typically look for the small little things, and you'll find things that you'd be surprised they carry. In fact, we got a couple of the thermal coffee mugs, and I did a video on those. I think they're about $5. They're worth getting if they're in stock. So go and have fun perusing through your local Harbor Freight store. Thank you for watching, and please be safe. We'd sure appreciate it if you could subscribe and leave a comment. You know how YouTube behaves. They won't believe you watched a video unless you leave a comment. Also, it would help if you ring the bell and do a thumbs up. As you know, if I find a good channel, I pass it on to you. So if you think it's appropriate, it would sure help if you passed us on to your closest 10,000 friends and family. But above all, give a helping hand to someone today. It's the best gift to give. It'll make you feel good too.
Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share, or ring the bell buttons on the Original Old Farmer channel. We enjoy reading the comments that you leave, and they do help the channel, so keep them coming. And once again, thank you for watching The Original Old Farmer.
The VFW National Home for Children, providing families of veterans and active duty military opportunities for growth and development in a nurturing community. Please consider a donation to help their children and families. I.C. Rhodes speaking.